Amitabhji, any challenges you feel that Indians are facing in implementing Industry 4?
Okay. I would take one example from our experience with imports, which is a challenge which we face. So we have been ordering some very critical parts for our hardware from China, and multiple times what we face that the quotation came from, say, for party A, the payment went to party A, but when we got the order delivered to us, all the documentation, invoice, everything was on party B. And now we are struggling with RBI, compliance, that you haven't, some compliance in terms of in outward payment and material receipt. So we are struggling with those kind of things. And we are trying to reach out to China party and unfortunately not getting much help there. We are also trying to take help from FedEx or the UPS people, the couriers, not much help there. So right now, this is one challenge which we are facing as a vendor for Industry 4.0. I wish you asked me earlier, what can government do?
Yes.
This is one such thing.
This is one thing.
Now,
as a machine buyer, I have faced something similar.
Okay.
That in China, there are machine tool associations, regional associations.
Yes.
So regional associations themselves undertake it upon themselves the task of marketing and even the commercial.
Exactly.
But the order is executed by some other small company.
Yes.
Which is not in picture heretofore, and then suddenly they drop into the picture. Yeah. And then that creates all kind of confusion.
I think that's the same thing. Some quotation came from some association. Yes. Order went to somebody else.
Order goes to somebody else. Yeah.
This is an opportunity for our own industry. If we can fix this, I mean, we would rather spend our time on working on our product and customer help than working on government policies and all that. Yes. So definitely, this is a good opportunity for our own electronics manufacturers to see if they can
come up and do something. Yes. For you. Yes. Amitabhji, they say that Industry 4 is all about connecting shop floor to top floor. And top floor, more often than not, means ERP. Now, what's your take on that? How does ERP contribute in this whole journey?
Okay. Very interesting question. I would say, being an ERP consultant for more than 10 years in my career, and as I mentioned earlier, that I take this Industry 4.0 journey and try to match it with the ERP journey. And there are a lot of similarities. All these last 30, 40 years, ERP systems have been growing in their coverage. So they started with material planning, they covered finance, purchasing, sales, and everything, but they stopped integrating the shop floor. Why? Yes. They stopped because that technology was not there. Now, if you think about it, if I was an ERP software provider, I would think that my natural extension of ERP would be if I can add a module where I show real-time manufacturing, like I show real-time purchasing, I show real-time sales, real-time finance. Why not real-time shop floor? So that's what is going to be happening, or that's what I believe, that the natural extension, or I would put it, that's why I believe that Industry 4.0 is nothing but, in a broader scheme of things, it actually a module of ERP system. That's how I think. Whenever I have to take any, inspiration, whenever I'm trying to think on how Industry 4.0 will evolve and all that, I always look at the ERP and think in those ways. So, in my opinion, if you are implementing Industry 4.0, it's very important that you integrate it with your ERP system. Otherwise, two systems working in silos is not going to give you the result. Very important that you integrate these two.
Grand integration, of course, being a pillar of Industry 4. It's a very important pillar where you have to integrate all the software platforms, all the hardware platforms that you have,
exactly,
all the data that you have anywhere in any form.